This Saturday, the St. Ambrose Fighting Bees football team opens up their regular season versus Concordia University at Brady Street Stadium. Coming off an 8-2 regular season last year, the Fighting Bees are looking to improve on that record and get into the playoffs. Ambrose is returning starters on the defensive and offensive sides of the ball, so tune in at 1 o'clock on Saturday and catch St. Ambrose Football live on KALA Radio and online through tunein.com and Game Central. The Fighting Bees football team is packing their bags as they head to South Dakota to take on the Dakota State Trojans this Saturday. Last season, Ambrose scored a touchdown with under 2 minutes to go to steal a win from the Trojans, so revenge could be in the air. Tune in at 1 o'clock on Saturday and catch St. Ambrose Football live on KALA Radio and online through tunein.com and Game Central. For the second week in a row, the Fighting Bees football team is going into enemy territory as they take on the Lindenwood University Lynx. After dismantling the Lynx last season, the Bees are looking to duplicate that again this year and try and build momentum for Ambrose's homecoming game next week. Tune in at 1 o'clock on Saturday and catch St. Ambrose Football live on KALA Radio and online through tunein.com and Game Central. The Fighting Bees football team heads south on Saturday for a non-conference matchup with the Missouri Baptist Spartans. After going winless last season, the Spartans will take any win they can find, but St. Ambrose looks to keep them winless and continue on with their season. Tune in at 2 o'clock on Saturday and catch St. Ambrose Football live on KALA Radio and online through tunein.com and Game Central. This Saturday, the St. Ambrose Fighting Bees will close out Brady Street Stadium for one last time as they take on the Olivet Nazarene Tigers on senior night. Last season, the Bees defense played a vital role in pulling away from the Tigers for the win, and the Fighting Bees look to duplicate that again this year. Tune in at 1 o'clock on Saturday and catch St. Ambrose Football live on KALA Radio and online through tunein.com and Game Central. The Fighting Bees will be ending their 2016 season the way they ended their 2015 season, versus the Robert Morris Eagles. Last year, both teams needed to win the final game to have a shot at making the playoffs. Ambrose won that game but missed out on the postseason. Robert Morris will be seeking revenge as they try and topple the Bees. Tune in at 1 o'clock on Saturday and catch St. Ambrose Sports live on KALA Radio and online through tunein.com and Game Central. St. Ambrose made the long trip to Michigan last year to take on the Siena Heights Saints, and they barely edged out a win. This season, the Saints travel to Brady Street Stadium looking for revenge, while the Bees will be searching for one final push towards the playoffs. Tune in at 1 o'clock on Saturday and catch St. Ambrose Football live on KALA Radio and online through tunein.com and Game Central. It is homecoming week at St. Ambrose, and the Fighting Bees football team will look to get Brady Street Stadium rocking as they take on the Trinity International Trojans. After having a disappointing 2015 campaign, the Trojans will try and spoil Ambrose's homecoming and pull off the win. Tune in at 1 o'clock on Saturday and catch St. Ambrose Football live on KALA Radio and online through tunein.com and Game Central.